From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on. We begin with area arrests. On Friday, the Clay County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 hang-up call at a residence in Harder Township. A short time later, the dispatch center received another call stating that a male was breaking down the door and yelling. When the deputy arrived, a male identified as 39-year-old Nicholas R. Robertson of Flora was seen entering the residence. The deputy made contact with him from outside. Robertson exited the home, but as he attempted to reach inside a vehicle, the deputy attempted to restrain him, and Robertson resisted the deputy. Ultimately, he was taken into custody as additional law enforcement arrived. Officers found a handgun and ammunition on Robertson, and deputies determined there was a physical altercation with him and other individuals in the home, and that Robertson discharged rounds from the handgun outside the residence. Deputies even recovered a spent shell casing outside the home. Robertson was arrested, charged with domestic battery, reckless discharge of a firearm, interfering with the reporting of domestic violence, resisting or obstructing a peace officer, and possession of a firearm with no FOID card. He remains in custody. Last Tuesday, Flora police arrested 39-year-old Montisha L.D. Allen of Flora for a pretrial release violation after an incident in the 400 block of North Olive Road. Meanwhile, a Princeton man was arrested Saturday by Carmi police after a traffic stop for non-working brake lights. WRUL says 30-year-old Stephen Fields was arrested for driving on a suspended license and was later released on a notice to appear. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department arrested 44-year-old Jamie M. Taylor of Fairfield Friday night on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant. WFIW says that was for an original charge of operating a vehicle with canceled, suspended, or revoked registration. She was later released on a personal recognizance bond and was given a notice to appear. In area court news now, 38-year-old Shania J. Buchanan of Fairfield was sentenced last week in Wayne County Court to a year in state prison after admitting to violating her probation. WFIW says she'll serve 6 months of parole upon her release. Buchanan had previously pled guilty to a possession of controlled substance charge, and as part of a plea deal in that case, Judge Matt Vaughn had dismissed 5 other cases from this year. The District 348 School Board in Mount Carmel met last night and approved the fiscal year 2026 budget. That budget calls for $19,859,000 in receipts and $19,323,000 in expenses. That puts the balance at just $536,000 in the black. Of the income, about 34%, or nearly $6.8 million, will come from property taxes. Another $1.2 million will come from the 1% sales tax. The district will receive about $8.3 million in state funding and $1.4 million from federal sources. Salaries and benefits account for about $14.5 million, or roughly 75% of the district's projected expenditures. In other matters, Superintendent Chuck Blyer said the district was approached by RWE Solar, who will be installing a solar project at the former Friendsville mine. The company has agreed to donate $9,000 to purchase new wrestling mats for the district and said they hope to be involved in the community. RWE plans to host a meet and greet in late October, which would be at the grade school. And exciting things are happening at the grade school library, with new library assistant April Ross leading the way. The library now features a lounge, workroom, and spaces for character education and even art. New paint and wallpaper have freshened the space, and Ross says she's launching a program called First Chapter Fridays, where guest speakers come and read the first chapter of a book to students. She's starting lunch book clubs and hopes to have a grandparents' breakfast event this spring in coordination with a book fair. Plans also call for art workshops in the afternoons and monthly drawing contests. Ross appreciated a $500 donation from the local Eagles fundraiser to purchase social emotional learning books, and said the students have been checking out so many books at the library, she's had to go purchase extra copies of some of the most popular series. Linda Spicer has been appointed as the new mayor of Flora, succeeding Rick Slaughter, who resigned earlier this month. Spicer will serve the remainder of Slaughter's unexpired term, which ends on May 3rd of 2027. A graduate of Sisney High School and retired superintendent from the Flora District, Spicer previously served as Flora's Accounts and Finance Commissioner. She's married to Steve Spicer, a retired Wayne White Electric employee. Following Spicer's appointment, Lacey Lewis was named to fill her former seat as Accounts and Finance Commissioner. That from WNOI. Meanwhile, the Olney City Council met last night. WSEI says that the council approved the sale of 5 acres just west of Illinois Gas to Ed Lewis Trucking. On a 3-2 vote, the council approved the transfer of a Class V liquor license to a new owner. Also on a 3-2 vote, the council will submit an advisory, non-binding public question on the March 2026 primary ballot regarding adult use cannabis dispensaries. The council approved material bids for the Eastgate subdivision drainage project, accepted the quote for a 2024 Ford Explorer for Olney Police. It tabled a resolution to amend the tourism budget for Little League ballpark improvements, approved a municipal contributions and sponsorships application and program, and approved an ordinance to amend a crop share farm lease agreement. The Grayville City Council also met Monday. WRUL says the board accepted their annual audit showing a net positive position, including $543,000 in the general fund. Grayville ended the year with some $237,000 in income, more than expenses. The council agreed to approve a mural at Oak Grove Cemetery once again. They also heard from Beth Green, who's wanting to launch a matching gift opportunity to receive donations to support upkeep and preservation of the cemetery. She hopes to use the funds to plant new trees, clean up existing trees, but thinks it could expand to working on the Civil War monuments and cleaning up tombstones. Green will meet with the cemetery committee to see about moving forward with that plan. The Grayville Ministerial Association was approved for bell ringing at the main four-way intersection in town, 8 to 11 a.m. on December 6th. The council approved a lift station quote for a pump at Road Ranger for some $8,500, but will hold off until it's needed with the hope it lasts until the actual purchase can be made into the budget for next year. Meanwhile, the Fairfield Paint-Out is underway. Throughout the week, artists will set up across Wayne County to capture landscapes, landmarks, and everyday scenes. Many will stay with host families, and orientation was this evening at Fusion Coffee. Wednesday will be a painting day with an evening session also planned. It all culminates with Friday's art show that opens to the public from 6 to 8 p.m. Judging takes place on Saturday, and this year's judge, Farley Lewis, will also present a public demonstration titled Capturing the Magic of Water. Awards will be announced at noon on Saturday. More to come. Your forecast is next. One more solid day of rain, lesser chances Thursday, and then a great weekend. Then we'll talk sports too. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Welcome back. It's time to take a look at weather here tonight. Rewinding the radar just a little bit back to around 3 to 3:30 this afternoon. You saw a few passing showers in southern White County, but you see a lot more rain getting ready to move in later for us this evening. More showers and a few thunderstorms on the way. The rain will continue, it looks like, through Wednesday and wrap up early on Thursday. Let's take a look at the numbers for today. 80 degrees, our high temperature today. 66 was our low this morning. No rain since midnight yet, but it is on the way here at our Wabash Valley College studios. In fact, how much rain are we expecting to see? Well, through Thursday night, which will be about the end of the rain. Forecasting for up to an inch and a little bit more to the north, and more rain the further south you go. Up to 1.76 inches in Albion, nearly 1.9 in Fairfield and Mount Carmel, an inch and a half or so around Carmi and McLeansboro by the time the rain is all said and done on Thursday afternoon, we think. Forecast map into motion. Here we go. This is the scene as you see the first wave through, the second through by daybreak tomorrow. Well, looks like we'll get a mostly dry Wednesday afternoon before another round of scattered showers develops as we go into Wednesday into Thursday morning. That's when we'll see the last surge of rain, it looks like, exiting the region by about noon or early afternoon on Thursday. That's when the rain will finally come to an end. So scattered showers and thunderstorms more numerous in the evening hours and overnight. So forget the scattered. We're going to see rain overnight into tomorrow morning. Lows tonight will be in the mid 60s. Then on your Wednesday, the showers and storms will be more numerous in the morning. They'll be more scattered in the later part of the day. High temperatures on your Wednesday up to the mid to upper 70s. Wednesday night into Thursday, less chances of rain, and it begins to wind down, but still possibilities of more showers and a few storms. Overnight lows, look at this, upper 50s here to the northwest, low 60s for most of us. And then on Thursday, one more round of rain comes through. Looks by about midday or so, early afternoon we'll say at least. That's when the rain will come to an end. Overnight lows, or highs on Thursday I should say, will be in the mid to upper 70s. Here's your extended forecast. Again, last chance for rain on Thursday. We'll warm back up into the low 80s for the weekend and early next week, including Football Friday. That's your forecast. Sports is next.
Drive into fall at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2025 Escape for as low as $399 a month and get a new 2024 F-150 up to $13,733 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Lease your new 2024 Hornet at Steve Faulkner Automotive before the end of the month. Now is your best deal. Lease the 2024 Hornet for 2 years, 10,000 miles per year for only $19.39 a month. See Steve Faulkner Auto for details today.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council kick off this year's Performing Arts Series with a special road performance by country legend Dotsy in Albion, September 28th. Dotsy of Hee Haw, The Porter Wagner Show, and RFD TV will perform in the special performance at the Edwards County Fairgrounds Exhibition Hall, Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 and available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Let's talk sports here tonight. We begin with volleyball. Gibson Southern beat Mount Carmel. Carmi beat Christopher. Salem beat Mount Vernon. Lawrenceville over Union Duggar. Grayville beats Red Hill. North Clay beats Dietrich. And NCOE beat Wayne City last night. Boys high school golf at Carmi. The host Bulldogs beat Flora 159-184. Carmi's Maxon O'Daniel, the medalist, at 36. At Robinson, Newton finished first at 173, Robinson second at 183. Marshall was third, Paris was fourth. Newton's Michael Kennedy, the medalist, at 40. Salem won at home over Carlisle 158-175. The Wildcats' Scout Pericelli was the medalist at 37. To the girls' side, Carmi beat Flora 224-232. Carmi's Caitlin Davis, the medalist, at 53. At Effingham, it was St. Anthony first at 159, T-Town second at 164, Olney third at 192, Tolono Unity fourth at 219. And at Robinson, the Lady Maroons beat Marshall 209 to 235. Newton, no team score, but the Eagles' Haley Oakes, the medalist, at 38. Girls tennis, Highland beat Alney yesterday 9-0, and Wabash Valley lost to Lakeland in volleyball 3-0. See you tomorrow night.